Hello, I'm Tara, and I'm going to be speaking to you about sugar. Being sweet's a virtue, isn't it? Maybe not. Sugar is rather like a sheep in wolf's clothing. You might not think that it has a dark side, but it does. Sugar, apart from the extra calories that we know about, does a lot more damage than just the visible inches around our waists. Of course, there are different types of sugars and artificial sweeteners as well, so are there any healthy ones? Fructose sounds healthy because it's derived from fruit, right? Well, names can be misleading. Then there's high fructose corn syrup. Couldn't that be healthier than sugar? Well, not really. In fact, it's worse. And I'll be telling you exactly why and where you can find it. So how much sugar do you consume? Is it just those 2 teaspoons in your coffee and a little bit of chocolate treat after dinner? Are you sure? Because recent studies from University of Colorado State have shown that Americans now consume an average of 47 teaspoons, that's just under 200 grams, of sugar a day. And that looks like this. And this equates to 70 kilos of sugar a year. Part of the reason for this is that we often don't know when we're eating sugar. This is because it appears in unexpected places like in pretzels and bread, which we know to be savoury and salty. In fact, it appears in various forms in a whole host of foods. And to add to the confusion, it usually isn't called sugar. Do you know that there are over 250 names for sugar-like sweeteners? So this makes things really difficult if you want to cut down on sugar. But I'll be talking about ways to do this at my talk in June. There are now numerous health concerns around sugar, many more now since fats were given such a hard time, and wrongly as it emerges. So many low-fat foods were introduced, which usually have a high sugar content. So I'm going to be talking about what sugar and fructose do to our bodies, the way they affect our hormones, how these hormones trigger effect in our bodies, including how hungry we might feel, and even what kind of mood we're in. I'll also be exploring what might be called safe amounts and if there are better times to eat sweet things. So, for the lowdown on sugar, come and see me in June at Curious Courses.